All right, let's have a look at TSLA. So today's stock is 8.5%. We did talk about this over the weekend. So during normal market hours, I think this is the worst stock in NASDAQ and overall in S&P as well. So tech today had the pretty worst, red all over the, if you take a look at the communication services, technology, maybe some are green, but for the most part, Tesla, Amazon, Apple, Nvidia, all these names. And Tesla was the biggest one that got hit. And, that's typically, I don't follow the news. Again, every time, my thought when it comes to news following, when the stock pulling back or pushing higher, whenever stock is uptrending, the narrative is, of course, the positive news fuel the market. And also when its stock gets to the confluence levels where it's, clearly it is a support, or clearly when it's resistance, a little bit of a negative news and people will start taking profits. That's what it is. It's not like people coming in, attacking, shorting off certain headlines. I don't know today what was the headline, delaying possibly the robotaxi news and stuff. This is all, I don't care about that crap. That's BS to me. So we talked about this level being very, very pivotal level where a lot of people were sitting, maybe some breaking even, right? Of course they're gonna, some people will take a break even and take a profit, move on. Also, a lot of people, when stock pushes higher, 40+%, very short period of time. If you take a look at these candles, let's just switch to 2 hour, right? There are people who chased after first 2 days, and guess what? As soon as they start breaking even, 2-3 days of good price action, chop, sideways move, a little bit of a push. And yesterday was pretty choppy as well, basically in the range, right? It wasn't pushing higher. And today, as soon as it started going below volume weighted average price, and you can see how people started selling. That's typical. That's normal. But the coincidence that every other tech was sold, it's just normal. Nothing is crazy when stock market pulls back 1% SPY and or QQQ, a little bit more volatile, 2%. Of course, it's been a while, but that's normal. The pullbacks along the way, that's typical. Can it pull back more? Yes. So TSLA, what I'm watching right here. Well, ultra short term when it comes to following tech names or momentum names, it's 5-day and 20-day for me. So 20-day moving average for TSLA at 210, and also 200-day moving average could be somewhere around here as well. Can it pull back to these 205, 210 levels? Very, very likely. Why not? Stock has gone up crazy, and why not come down, fill these gaps before they report earnings? But also it can hang here before they report earnings. But again, earnings support for TSLA, which is coming up, it's all about guidance. The numbers were already released in the beginning of the basically month, July 1st, somewhere right there. And that's what fueled this move to the upside. And we can also just chop around here and try to push higher. But this 260 and above, this is very, very decent resistance. There are a lot of people sitting. If you just pull up the volume profile, you will see it yourself too. Let's go a little bit more, maybe go 10 years and look at it like this, and you'll see that, yeah, until it clears maybe 300, it's gonna have a hard time here. But that's what I'm watching for TSLA. I'm not going to even look at the option activity, but if it pulls back more, very likely, because aftermarket close, it's drifting a little bit lower, but we'll see. I'm watching 210, 205 as a support. And if it tries to, tomorrow, if it tries to gap up, again, this is not a financial advice at all. If it tries to gap up, it will get sold. So on earnings report, I'm not expecting much from Tesla, but just purely what they are about to guide. What's the guidance? That's what it is. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.